Welcome back for another video. So I just recently hooked up another tub to my aquaponics system, so let's check it out. So I've had these two running and connected to my pond. Fortunately, they're not running anymore because the pump broke, so I can't really grow anything. That stuff's just been sitting there. There's nothing over there. But I got this one to be hooked up. It's not going to run though, but it's hooked up and plumbing and everything. I got all of this level. I had to raise it up because of how I'm going to set up the filtration later on, but now it's pretty much almost the same level as that one. So I recoated the bottom because it had some cracks in it. This is a different epoxy or fiberglass gel coat that I use compared to the one on that one, so I'll post a link in the description. It's not food grade, but the company said it's fish safe, it's made for ponds and all that kind of stuff. The water is kind of slimy right now, but it's been sitting in here a while, so I was just checking that it doesn't leak or anything, so it's all good. But literally just the bottom's coated and wherever I had like cracks and whatnot. So I got these grids in here, similar to the one I have over there. I have one in there that just spans the whole way across. This one I have it split into two, and its purpose is to basically aerate the media that's going to go in here. I'm going to put all this hydroton in here. That one has lava rock. I'm going to try to fill this one on all with hydroton. Hopefully I have enough. So I got this and those three over there, but it's going to be filled with all hydroton, and then this will just allow me to aerate it whenever I need to clean it out or if I want more oxygen in the system. It's pretty simple. I just hook up an air pump to it and then it runs. So, and then I got to get a standpipe over here. Either I use this one, or what do you call it, a media guard. Either I'll use this one and drill a bunch of holes in it, or I'll grab one of these from the ground over here, because I'm going to take this tank out eventually, and then I'll just drill a bunch of holes in one of those, and then I can have the same media guard. But otherwise right now, just to fill it with hydroton, so water's not going to get all bad. But you can see how it goes. Each of these have the same amount of holes as that grid over there, which is 10 holes, and they're just going to aerate the system. You can see I fixed some corners over there. Like this was all flapping up. The gel coat was able to seal it completely and close it all off. Just coated everything. Along here, there's cracking. It probably would have been fine without it, but I just wanted to be safe, and I put it on, coated it, because I don't want to have all the hydroton in here and have to take it out because it's leaking eventually. So this makes it simple. As I mentioned, it is different than the one I have in here. Similar color, but it's a different brand. Because unfortunately, this one I don't think is fish safe. It shouldn't leak anything into the system, since gel coated or fiberglass is pretty safe in that regards. But decided to go with a different one just to be safer. So I'm gonna probably have to recoat that one when I use it. Otherwise, this one's set now. As mentioned, all the plumbing is all good. Well, the plumbing was set up for the pump that I had hooked up to these two. So I had a pump hooked up to these two. Here's where the plumbing exits at the moment. I might have to change it up when I put a tank in the ground here, or I can just plumb it from here to there. But otherwise, at the moment it's plumbed to go into the pond, because I was gonna just hook it up temporarily with a pump that I had originally hooked up to these, as I mentioned, but that pump broke. But otherwise the plumbing was going from here and into the bog over there. It had to go up this high just because the pond is that level. When I put the tank in the ground, it's going to be a little lower, so that will work a little better for the plumbing. But that's how that went out there. This tank is almost completely done. I have the hydroton in here, as you can see. Not completely full yet until I get the proper media guard over here and put all the holes and everything. But I got this in here. I got the two pipes that are going down into the grid at the bottom, which is similar to this grow bed over here, which just has the one over here. So pretty much I just hook it up to an air pump, and then it will basically circulate all the media. It's more for like when I want to clean it out and everything. It will circulate, put air into there and get all the gunk out, and I can drain it out. But I need to get this guy hooked up again, and then I'm maybe eventually get this guy hooked up. They're both gonna be temporarily hooked up to the pond until I get everything up and running properly. But I need to get some water in here. So these guys are starting to die down. It's completely empty. I'm surprised they're still alive. This hasn't been water in here for a while, and it's starting to get hot. But this guy's pretty much hooked up, and then once that's all done, or pretty much once I get this tank out, then I can take the pipe over there and stick it in here, and then I'll have two of the same media guards, and it can be up and ready. Well, that sums up this video. If you did like this one, remember to check out one of my other videos up here, and I'll see you in the next one.